What's up, everybody? Welcome to the podcast now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about a couple new Final Fantasy 16 tidbits. A user over on Reddit collected them and kind of broke them down in terms of what to expect, and then some other users on Reddit kind of went a little bit deeper into some of the info. I'm going to read it all out for you guys here because it does sound very, very interesting, and, it's nothing's coming immediately, but it sounds like once things get going, we got to get buckled in, right? Because then the show kind of starts. So basically, they talk about the main scenario is completed. Again, obviously, there's some translations worked in there, so it's not the greatest things of all time. It's the recording final phase for English voices. They want to, and this one's the interesting one, they want to make sure that people will want to buy the game with the next trailer and that they will be able to buy it soon after. Not present at TGS and that it was never planned for E3. So I want to break it down. Let's go backwards kind of, right? So they're not planned for E3. I feel like that was because maybe they threw that in there. There's been a lot of leakers, I think on Reset Era, I saw a lot of people say on Reddit that there was a lot of quote unquote insiders over there that said it could potentially have been at E3 or it could potentially have been at Sony's State of Play. Maybe it still is. Maybe it's at their upcoming like big Sony, it wouldn't be called State of Play, but the next big Sony event. Maybe it's there, but it was never planned for the events that have passed us, basically, okay? So I think that was more just to kind of put down some of the false narratives that's been floating around. Not present at TGS. Now, I read an article about this separately where basically they talked about how they want to show the game at TGS. In fact, they wish they can, and that's almost a goal they were planning on or are planning on, but they don't think they would hit the mark on it. There's time deadlines, and they don't think they'd be able to get it done in time. So, that one, have to read a little bit more into it. It's fine if they're not ready for it. They're not ready for it. And again, I think that actually makes that middle point, I would say the biggest point in this entire thing. It makes it, I would say, like the most strong there, where again, so they want to make sure that people will buy the game or will want to buy the game with the next trailer. So it's got to be a killer trailer and also probably a pretty long trailer, and that they'll be able to buy it soon after. So trailer and then pre-orders. And I honestly, I would take that almost literally, right? They want you to buy it, literally be able to buy it after the trailer. I think, again, part of that is like, oh yeah, I kind of am interested in Final Fantasy now. I may want to buy it. That's part of it. The other side is like, oh no, you want to buy it? Well, here's your ability to buy it right after the next trailer. So, kind of going through with that. Now, the recording things, somebody lower on, his name is Faximus. I'm not even going to try and say his full name, but they say, for folks unfamiliar with Square Enix Japan's AAA production timelines, the final stages of English voiceover work is usually anywhere between 4 to 8 months prior to release. An educated guess is that they're aiming for March 2022 release, potential delay into April, in the same vein as the remake. In fact, the news we have coincides with remake's production timeline. We knew English voiceovers or voice actors were doing work summer/fall 2019 before they hit gold in December. What this also probably means is that 16, if it were to appear at a Sony event, it won't be until after the Moonwalker expansion releases. If not TGS, then I think we'll see a big Sony event in November, December this year to announce a heavy-hitting 2022 lineup to sell consoles. So, a lot of that is speculation, but look, you can't argue, I guess, with the history, right? So the beginning part was more of like historical facts that they've been doing, and I buy that. I mean, I think, if you read into the history of how they do it, then yeah, I really think, there were rumors a while ago that they were trying to get this game out like this fall, that it could potentially come out this fall. And then everybody seemingly was saying this is going to be a for sure lock for 2022. I think that's all that this further cements, is that for sure it's going to come out in 2022. So yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it. Again, all signs point to again, the excitement that it's maybe not coming, nothing really is going to come right now. In fact, they want things to come within the next month or two, but they probably won't be able to. But then, when you get into November, December, January, that would be the next time you show it. You show a big trailer, maybe it's got some gameplay, whatever, and then directly after that, like when the trailer ends, they give a release date, they give the pre-order information, and you're good to go. You're literally good to go purchase, just like they said, you're good to go purchase their game. And then you just have to wait a couple extra months, and then you get the game. So very exciting. Honestly, not too much more of a wait, less than a year. I don't know for sure if it would come out, that March, April, period, but I would imagine first half of 2022. Look, if it gets pushed even further, next year is going to be pretty big. It's going to be a lot of the games that were delayed out of 2021. So no matter what, 2022 is going to be pretty packed. So let me know, guys, in the comments below, what do you think? When's the next time you think we see this game? When do you think the game releases? Let me know. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. If there's obviously any other news on Final Fantasy, I'll be sure to cover it. All my other social media, the links are in the description below. My Twitter, my second channel, if you guys want to support us on Patreon or YouTube memberships, they are there as well. Thank you for watching, guys, and I hope to see you all on the next video.